Welcome back, everybody, to Torment, Tides of Numenera. We're gonna continue where we left off. Hopefully this will load the correct save. Either that or I'll load the correct save and edit this out. But last time, if I remember right, we went into the clock. We talked to the 3 people trapped inside the clock that were, like us, casts off. And they had tried to stop the changing one, whom we were like a vessel once for, and now consciousness has taken over the vessel. So, they say he's not really all that great. This changing dude who's going around immortal, just jumping from vessel to vessel. So, I believe we went with, I really do not remember what stat we chose. It's been a little while. I don't want to say we didn't go stealth. Like, that seemed really good, but like I knew I wasn't going to be stealthy in this playthrough. I believe it was either speech or something. Yeah, okay. Here we are. Alright. We're going to check out the quest logins. Okay, minion. Supplies. No. Okay. So, we are going to... Nope. Open up our... Nope. Ah, here we go. Probably character sheet. Okay. Concentration, scan thoughts, natural charisma. I believe that's what we chose instead of, I forgot what the third option was, but it seemed like a pretty good option. Oh, no. Okay, in progress. Cold calculating. Oh, yeah, we're after the assassin. One of my quote-unquote siblings is presently in the city, an albino assassin named Machina. Or Matkina? Matkina? How she can give me answers. Alright, so we're gonna... Pale skin, very, very dangerous. White death. Okay. In the underbelly. Cool, let's do it. Yeah, we're gonna... Okay, that's way too far. We're gonna talk to some people and try to find out where the underbelly is. I saw a woman with a head of an arthropod. Is this normal here? I really wouldn't know. It is unhealthy. This language is chewy, full of strangeness. It is too hot here. The sky is too thin. That's cool. Alright. Child. I feel normal. I'm a normal female human child enjoying the sights. Wow. That is... I'm sure you're totally normal. I mean, that's what people say. I'm not even sure exactly. We haven't explored the full town as of yet. So we're going to start Falling Star. I think it landed the reef, I think. Yes, spoiler, that was me. A friend says the star fell into the reef. I say it was a moon at most. A moon fell into the reef? I think there's good television waters down there. Some folks fish for in the underbelly. Alright, we are going to leave area. Alright. Let's go. Okay, we're loading. Silver tide represents admiration of power and seekers of fame. It is the tide of people who seek to influence the lives of others or who actively seek to be remembered. Okay, so I don't know if our silver tide has gone up at all. I'm not sure if there's like an active way we can actually check out which tide is dominant. I take it must be in some of the stat screens if it is. It does have some effect on the world, although it does remain to see like how much, because like, you know, an obvious, I'd hope it'd be more than like a Telltale game where it's like it kind of has an effect and then kind of doesn't. Like I felt like the first Walking Dead and like The Wolf Among Us had like a pretty good grasp on that, especially the first one. I mean, yeah, of course there was like some issues where it was like, Hey, I don't like you just 'cause I like drama and, you know. But, to some extent you kind of needed that, but to some extent there was a couple times you don't. Game saved. Okay. I'm gonna figure out where this is. How soon? Cliff's Edge. Our lives are at stake. What? Lord Vuntigan. Vuntigan. Yeah. Alright. Declaiming to the crowd is a well-dressed but sickly-looking man, short, dumpy, and an unhealthy shade of yellow. Despite this, he has a proud demeanor and a senatorian voice of a much larger man. He booms at you as you approach. Ah, another likely fellow. Excellent. The people have called for deliverance from this ravaging stitch us? And a hero has answered. Most courageous of you. Scan thoughts. You are all heroes who stand up in the face of conflict. Ah, I feel like that's sarcastic.
I'll remember that.
Ooh, hidden enemy. Okay. This is our like first ever actual side quest. Lord Vuntigan. He smiles. All you have to do is be the first to find the rogue Stitches that's been terrorizing Cliff's Edge. Return here and tell me precisely where it is, and I'll take it from there. He pats you on the shoulder, and you'll be rewarded, I promise you. As head of the slave family, I'll owe you a favor, and my favor carries a good deal of weight. What is this? Can I ask you more about the Stitches? Stitches and its kind. What is this thing? He nods. Of course, knowing the enemy is the first step to defeating it. What exactly is one of these Stitches? They are horrible, undermining vermin from another world. They tunnel beneath the streets of our city, undermining our homes and causing them to collapse. Our deaths are nothing to them. They don't even believe that humans are sentient creatures. Oh. What else can you tell me about this rogue Stitches you're looking for? Lord Vuntigan, he shudders. The vile thing appeared in Cliff's Edge a few days ago. It's been sulking around ever since. The whole neighborhood lives in fear of it. Scan thoughts. They should be afraid. I make sure of it? Ooh. They should be afraid? They should be afraid. I make sure of it. Maybe that's the way he keeps, like, his power or whatever. Why? How did the Stitcha come to be in Sagas Cliffs? Several members of the council believe that it's the work of our enemies, that their eggs were brought here from another world, and an act of vengeance or sabotage, perhaps. Others think that the eggs were always here, and it took them centuries to hatch. He shrugs. But how does it matter to me? They're here, they're dangerous, and it's up to every true citizen of Sagas Cliffs to resist them. Scan thoughts. I suspect the Dream Seekers, working on a larger scale than I can alone. Why is Cliff's Edge so afraid of this thing? Some will tell you it's because the district has suffered most from the Stitches digging, houses collapsing on people, others falling into the sea. There's some truth to that, but the real reason is that the people here have become weak and afraid. They aren't prepared to face adversity. He leans in, warming to his subject. Indeed, if the Stitcher didn't exist, I would be tempted to invent them, for they are just what the city needs to stiffen its spine. Sagas Cliffs, our once proud empire, has abandoned its holdings and ceded its territories to autochthonious tribes and wild beasts. It's time to take them back. And how can we do that when our citizens have become lazy, timid children? They have the perfect opportunity. The weak will become stronger. You're right. Without conflict, people can place active threats, keep them on guard. The Empire only serves the interests of the lucky few. Most people suffer and gain little in return. People aren't weak. They need somebody to lead them, inspire them towards a common goal. I don't. I mean, like, I think this is true to some extent, but I think it's like the people aren't weak. They need someone to lead them, to inspire them towards a common goal. Let's go with that. Ooh, legacy is shifted. Indigo tide raised by a tiny amount. Two whole experience points. And when that leader is gone, the city will fall back to apathy. No. An enemy is what the city needs. In strife, we discover our finest selves. So it has always been. Can I ask you something else? Who are the slave families? Lord Vuntigan, he puffs up with pride. We are the descendants of slaves who rose up with Chilla the Great. They smashed the oligarchs who ruled this city and replaced their despotum? No, not disposition. Despotum? Despotism? Yeah, there we go. Kind of, maybe. With fair, egalitarian leadership, creating a city where anyone can achieve anyone, if they only try. Interesting. I'm looking for an albino woman, an assassin named Matkina. Can you, or do you know her? Lord Vuntigan. I don't know who that is, and by the sound of it, I don't want to. She sounds like a dreadful person. Why does he seek the White Death? Ah, farewell. So, keep moving. We're gonna kill this thing or what? Nobody wants to rug where they don't know if they'll have the floor tomorrow. Yeah, that seems pretty legitimate. Like, Uritus. Uritus. The first thing you notice about this wiry young man is the golden haze, the glow surrounding him. It sparkles in his eyes and gives his easy grin a warmth that you can feel right down to your gut. He spots you and straightens.
I know what you're thinking. How in the world did you survive that crash, Eritis? The answer is, as it always is, backflips. But hold on. How did you know my name? Never mind. Not important. Of course you know my name. I'm Eritis.
He plants his hands on his skinny hips and beams. Scan thoughts. This adventure is going nowhere. We are standing still. It is beginning when? And this adventure is going nowhere. We are standing still. All caps. It is beginning when? In all caps. Your thoughts are strange. I'm gonna say, yeah, your thoughts are a little strange. Eritis. Thoughts? Eritis' eyes widen in alarm. I try to avoid those. They have agendas, you know, thinking, planning, plotting. He shakes his head. No, heroic instinct. That's always best. Scan thoughts. He hears us. Impossible. I can hear your surface thoughts. Why are they so different from what you're saying? Eritis. If I have thoughts, sir, then that's news to me. Are you sure he can't hear us? We are certain. Okay, so it sounds... I guess the all caps and the lower caps are like different thoughts. Or like, is a multitude of like clouded like voices thoughts. How did you end up crashing the airship? Eritis. I'm glad you asked. This is somewhat of an understatement. He looks ecstatic. I was climbing up the cliffs to Caravanserai to see how impossible it was when I saw a star falling towards the reef. He raised an earnest finger. I knew right then that finding the star was my destiny. He runs his hand through his curls. But what was I gonna do? Climb down? Boring. Already did it the other way. Walk? Worse. Far worse. No fun at all. Scan thoughts. Tell them about the backflips. No one cares about the backflips. Tell them! Eritis, he grins. Then I saw the airship docked over my head. I raced up on it, borrowed the ship, and pointed it right at the reef. His face falls. I don't know what happened next. Despite my expert piloting, the airship steered itself directly at the cliffs. I had no choice. I landed as fast and hard it as fast and hard and safely as possible. Shaking his head, he sighs. I never did find that falling star. At this point, somebody else found it, and it's their destiny now. You're in luck. That star is old news. That falling star was me. What? Should I tell him that? I don't know. He seems kind of weird. That falling star was me. Yeah, you know what? We're just gonna open up this rando. He seems kind of weird. We're gonna just tell him. Ooh. I don't know what happened over our profile picture, but something's going on. You're in luck. So, Eratus. No! Eris shouts overjoyed. Yes? Really? It was you? He grabs you by both shoulders. This is fate. You're meant to travel with me. You have to. Don't say no. Scan thoughts. They will lead us to glory. They will lead us to pain. Join them. Join them. Ooh. Yes, I want you to join me. Bruh, meat shield. Meat shield. Let's do this. You know what? That sounds good. We could always use another party member. Especially one as unhinged as you. I mean, I feel like in this weird world, might as well just grab another weirdo to come with us. Yes, I want you to join me. Of course you do. And I'm ready. I'm always ready. Sweet. Are we heading into a fight or should I start one? Why are you glowing? Yes, I'm gonna talk to you. You catch Eratus staring at the sky with a distant look in his eyes. His strangely pale skin is nearly bronze to the golden glow surrounding him.
I should climb a building. No, a tower. And jump off the top. Should it be on fire? Yes. Yes and yes.
Scan thoughts. Yes, yes, and yes. The hero is losing focus. Who cares? Sounds fun. When do we start? Ooh. Eratus. Oh, not today, he says. We have things to do, I think. Don't we? That distant look resurfaces along with a need so deep it approaches hunger. Anyway, I'm just planning ahead for if things get, he grimaces, as if the word he's trying to say pains him. Red tide. Raised by a tiny amount. That's the one where we want to be like famous. Things temporarily safe. Eratus, well put, he says, delighted. I couldn't have said it better myself. I knew you were meant to share my story. Stretching happily, he continues. But you aren't here to talk to me, he blinks. Or are you? I have some questions. I'm not surprised he says please. I'm incredibly interesting. What do you want to know? Loud one and quiet one. What is that glow surrounding you? That's glow, he repeats, puzzled. Seriously, what is that glow surrounding you? Glow, he repeats, puzzled. Should we just talk to him about the voices? You know what? No, we'll get back to that. Let's talk another time. Good idea. So he has no idea. He has like literally no idea what's going on. Okay. Alright. Back. This hatch appears to be the only visible means to enter the building. It's firmly sealed. Okay, I don't think we need to enter that at all. Examine. Airships are known to be nearly uncrashable due to their leisurely cruising speed and simplified controls. This crash must have been taking a rather unique confluence of events to occur. Well, obviously, this Eratus dude. Mother Temez. This woman glances at the air above her head, her fingers fretting with a single bead in a long, peculiar chain of them. Her low, angry muttering resolves into words as you get closer. Mother Temez. Foolish boy, shivering at the crossroads, amazed by your choices. Go on and pick beauty, pick strength, pick pleasure, whatever that be. The particulars don't matter, boy. What matters is the choosing, and that you do it. Who are you speaking to? The particulars matter quite a bit, I'd say. Who are you speaking to? This sounds like someone I'd get through my line retail. Yes, I work in retail, and this sounds pretty normal. As in not normal, but normal enough. Thankfully not all the time. But who are you speaking to? Artemis. She blinks at the empty air. Her hands steel to a metallic, many-faced bead near the edge of the chain. Many-faceted bead near the end of the chain. Not you, she says, snorting. But I may as well be. Mother Teresa knows you, lad. Born falling you were, born in flame. Shreds of your smoldering coal streaming through the air. When you struck the ground, your bead first went cold, then hotter than a mother's hatred. She shakes her head and spits at me. Scarcely born you are, and learning quick, but you're still uncertain. All boys and girls are, till they start making choices and dealing with consequences, until they accept the cost of being adults. Oh boy, alright. I'm sure there's a Walmart around here somewhere. Thankfully I don't work there, but yes. You make it sound like no choices can possibly be the right one. How do you know my call? How do you know who I am? Twist. That's no mystery, lad, she says, flapping her hands at you. Have your bead, don't die. Formed it from the pinch of the call. I hear your thoughts as clear as moonlight in a cup, she says. You're confused, but that'll change. You'll have your feet under you soon enough. Not all my children are so lucky.
Making a note.
Making a note. Carry on my wayward son. There'll be peace when you are done. Okay. Anyway. Yeah, I don't sing. Spoiler alert. As in, yeah, there's a good reason I didn't ever sing. Mother Teresa, this one, she says, showing you the bead she was speaking to before you arrived. It's carved in the shape of a malformed ring. Pequil wants to escape his past. He saved a handful of shins by honest means. That is to say, it's taking him a long time. He's too busy pissing over the options to spend. Her fingers fold over the bead, push him into choosing a path. Lad, do that, and I'll return your call to you. Prove through my art, stronger than when you lost it. How should I? Where do I find him? Mother Teresa trails off, closing her hand around her bead, staring into space. In Cliff's Edge. How should I help Pequira? You haven't been listening, lad. Don't help him. Convince him to help himself. Mother Teresa shakes her head, antagonizing over her choice is foolishness. Every choice will bite you, lad. Life is building a collection of mistakes all your own. Point Mother, just like that would be great. Fifth option, point Mother Teresa in the direction of the nearest Walmart. New Walmartee joined. I'll do what I can to help him. Farewell. Stay safe, lad. I bet I'd be safer than hanging out with you. So this is Cliff's Edge. But we're gonna look around and see if we can find this guy. And the flesh creeps if you let it. That's creepy. Voice climb like weeds, like vines over bone. Hold up, we got a phone call.